Yes, my people. Rent's point of views, reactions. Let's go. So we're down the rabbit hole with Dr. Todd again. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Frisch, and I read faces. Today we're going to take a look at an infamous face. I prefer famous people or sports figures, but sometimes we got to look to the dark side, and we're doing Jeffrey Epstein. Obviously, he's been in the news, obviously he's still in the news, but there's so many things on his face that are diagnostic. And so I'm going to just kind of walk you through what we see here. And from a health standpoint and what it means from a psychological standpoint and from a personality standpoint. Unbelievably deep lines across the forehead. This deals with bowel, but when you take that and you see the lines on the cheek and the sunken cheek, in traditional Chinese medicine, this represents the lung and large intestine, and it's what's known as the metal element. Now, each of these elements, they are physiological things that go on, and then there are emotional traits that go with this. Now, this picture is when he is being jailed, and the emotion of a deficient lung, the cheeks are sunken in with lines, deep creases across here, is despair. There's a hopelessness component. He got busted. Very sunken in temples. Temples represent spleen function, but they also represent your body's ability to be happy. But no one can look at this face and not grab this unbelievably deep crease here. This deals with liver. This is a person that pushed his liver to the limits. My guess is he put things into his body that were very, very unhealthy. I know nothing about his personality other than the horrible things we have read about him. He has very, very deep lines coming here. They're called nasolabial lines, and they're way too long. This indicates stress, profound stress in his body. Under insurmountable stress, the lines are almost coming together at the end. He's got this hook-shaped line right here in his chin. This indicates prostate. When these lines come together, it indicates the potential for a shortened life. I hate speaking these things because we don't know what his life would have been. However, the interesting thing are the bags under his eyes. Very kidney deficient. Now, when we talk about kidney in traditional Chinese medicine, it's kidney, bladder, sex organs, and hormones. When you're deficient, one of the ways you can energize this deficiency is sex. How can we not factor that into the equation here? Just a very sad and interesting face. Unhappy, overstressed, use sex in an effort to get any kind of energy built up in his system. Anger issues, probably abuse of drugs and alcohol, or at least a family history of that happening on. Completely unhappy and total despair in this individual. Would be interested to see a picture of him when he was younger to see if those markers were there, but they're there now. You know, an interesting thing about facial diagnosis, and I have over 80 books on facial diagnosis. My daughter and I, the book we wrote, she wrote the book about my experiences with patients. We have one thing unique to our book, and that has to do with the right and left sides of the face. The right side of the face is what you show to the world. It's your public persona, and it's what you want the world to see.
You get that? Right side of the face is what you want the world to see. Not gonna lie, I've been in the mirror, covering one side, covering the other side, trying to look at my own face, see what was really hidden behind it.
Matter of fact, we can't even see the left side of the face. There's so much energetic power coming off this. Even on a picture, we can't see the other side. The left side is your truer inner private self, and it's your father's influence. And mother on the right, father on the left.
Mother on the right, father on the left. Interesting.
How do you remember that? Mom's always right. So what you have to do is you have to cover one side of the face. I see it because I've done it so long, I don't have to do this. But if you cover one side of the face and you look at what he's shown to the world.
What you lot see in that face? Let's see what he says about it.
He's sad right here. I mean, sad. Obviously, this is a mugshot kind of thing, so I don't think a lot of joy was in his life at that moment. Now, when we cover the other side, this is disturbing.
Crazy, isn't it? Let's see what he says.
He's heartless. It's just, he's looking right through you. He has little care for human life. It's a disturbing eye to look at. It's uncanny how dramatic this is, and it's just so diagnostic and so helpful for me as a physician. But also, it's important sometimes to point things out for a patient. And then lastly, his pupils are at a different level. This indicates a traumatic brain injury or concussion. There's inflammation in the brain that causes one of the eyes to become lower. So my feeling is he had a traumatic brain injury. If I wrote another book, I would title it The Emotional Concussion. I think you can concuss a brain emotionally just as if you slammed your head on a concrete. So interesting face. I could go so much more here, but I think that's enough on this very infamous person. Thank you.
That's a mad face, not gonna lie. I wonder what you lot made of that. So we looked at Jeffrey Epstein. It's only right we give Ghislaine Maxwell a look in as well.
Meet Miss Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine, if I'm saying it right, I think I am. I have no idea who you are. JJ, my videographer said, I want you to just do a diagnosis, and he refused to tell me anything about you. I'm not comfortable with your face. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt your feelings if you watch this, but let's just start out with kind of who you are. So you're a combination between a jade face and a fire face. Now, fire means sensitivity, so you're extremely sensitive, too sensitive. We're going to get to that here in a bit. The jade is the wider cheekbones, narrow, wider. Just as jade is hard, so is a jade face. They're almost aloof, almost somewhat uncaring. It's uncomfortable to do a face that I don't know anything about them, and yet I don't want to know anything about you. So it is a little discomforting when I see this kind of face. Now, the reason I'm a little concerned about what I'm looking at is the eyes. They're very wide set, so you're very much a big picture person. But in my world, the right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's our mother's influence. The left eye is our true inner private self, and it's our father's influence. You'll see a lot when you do this. If we cover up her left eye,
What you don't make of that? The left side of her face. Now I want to see what the difference is between the left and the right. See a real person we're dealing with.
her right eye, it's focused, but it's kind of uncaring. That's an odd sense. And I can tell you, I could put parameters and mathematics to this. All I'm telling you is it's
Was that your breakdown on caring?
focused but somewhat uncaring. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Cover up that right eye.
Oh, wow. What do you make of that? Let's see what Dr. Todd got to say.
Look, I'm going to use the word when JJ threw this up here. That's sinister. It's an uncomfortable eye for me. It's an uncomfortable eye for me to look at. Now, let's dig a little deeper in what's going on here. Notice that right eyebrow coming screaming down. This woman is critical, very critical of herself, but critical of others. I think she could win an Academy Award for beating herself up because she just, or a gold medal, let me put it that way. Nose, tip of the nose, gourmand, quality over quantity. She likes nice things. And that left eye says she'll go after those nice things in a less than stellar way. And the other part that I'm not comfortable with is there's a little bit of a waviness between her lips. If you look at my lips, very straight line. I'm a straight talker. I like to tell the truth. People that don't have a straight line tend to not tell the truth.
Is that a thing? Again, I don't know.
Now, you'll see this in a lot of actors and actresses. So, because they speak in other person's lines, I don't know if she's an actress, but I don't think she spent a lot of time telling the truth, in my opinion. One very remarkable thing is this tuft of skin that's over her right cheekbone. So this is a large intestine indicator. It's got nothing to do with large intestines. The emotion of the large intestine, the deficiency, and this is a deficient entity, is despair. She's got despair over herself. This is a right now kind of thing. I would bet if I saw a picture of her not in this category, it wouldn't show that. It'd be interesting to throw one up of her.
What do you make of this different picture of her face now? Is that a face you could trust? Obviously, we know what she's in jail for and what she's capable of, but let's go.
To see if it was there, but she's got a lot of despair and it has to do with what's going on in her life right now. Notice that her left upper eyelid is much more puffy and drooping. This is internalized anger, and this has to do with a male. So she's ticked off at some male. Just a face I didn't enjoy looking at. So let's look at health standpoint. Again, I'm a physician. I have to see health because that was what I trained my eye to see. I'm all about what's not right. Medicine's about what's wrong, and I respect that. I was trained in that, but I found it had some weaknesses. So looking at people and what's not right, you got to be 2/3 sick before something shows up medically. Liver gallbladder, a lot of that has to do with anger. Definitely some kidney issues, kidney deficiency, definitely some adrenal issues. She's under an immense amount of stress. Got a tipped uterus, and then we've got this despair issue that's going on. So, uncomfortable face to look at. Don't know who you are, and if I've insulted you, I can profoundly apologize. So that's Miss Maxwell.
So Ghislaine Maxwell, I'll tell you this on camera. She was Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman.
Are you serious?
She's the one that recruited the women. She's in jail right now for sex trafficking. He got killed. They went and got her. She's Robert Maxwell. He was like a industry.
Oh, golly, I hate being right. That's uncomfortable to know. That's the heebie-jeebie creeps in a nutshell, is it not, JJ? Oh my goodness.
Well, you told me you didn't know her name. I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to see.
I don't watch the news. I don't want to put that into my. I'm going to live my life with integrity, and I'm going to wake up just wanting to help my fellow man and help mankind. And the news just took me to a place I just didn't enjoy. So I just quit watching the news, and geez, I wake up happy instead of pissed off. But oh.
So she was also a socialite, and she had some
gourmandos.
She had some a charity foundation that turned out to be a big fraud.
Oh, absolutely. She's sinister. I mean, I need to teach from this face, because that left eye, I mean, it just like, I don't want to meet her.
Yeah, that's cold.
It is
she'll kill
flat
you.
out sinister.
Like, mess about with her and you're gone. Trust me.
And I hate using that word. It's such a defining word, and yet this girl's sinister. Oh. Well, that gave me the total creeps. Thank you, I think. If you enjoyed these videos...
Yeah, that's mad. I wonder what you don't made of that. I'm going to leave Dr. Todd's links. He's done more videos he's done. Like other celebrities, people in the media. I'll put the links under the video to his page and his book. It's a good rabbit hole to go down, to be fair. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be much appreciated.